All right, sunshines, let's learn about the triangle angle sum theorem. So the triangle angle sum theorem just means that the angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So if this angle is 90 degrees and this angle is, let's say, wow, you are being very difficult to write with. So if I know that this angle is 90 degrees and this angle is 68 degrees, I can solve for this missing angle. I can say this angle is x. So I can either subtract 90, then subtract 68, or I could add 90 and 68 together and then subtract that number from 180 to solve for x. It doesn't matter which way you do it. Personally, I usually just subtract them one at a time. I do minus 90. Because that's easier to punch into the calculator for me. If I'm using a calculator for it, that is not good handwriting. So I get 22. So this angle is 22 degrees. Does that make sense? So this is the easy peasy version. Sometimes, instead of giving you two of the angles and telling you to find the third, I like to give you all three angles as algebraic expressions. And that's where it gets a little bit trickier. So when we do it that way, let's say this one is x plus 3. Let's say this one is 8x plus 7. This one is 5x plus 3. And so this one is going to be, how many x am I going to make that? Because I'm trying to make this work out to a whole number. I think that makes this one 4x. So we're going to do the same thing. We add up, we take my three angles, and we add them up.
And here she goes.
And we set the whole thing equal to 180. Now this time we've got all these x terms, so we really do want to just combine our like terms and simplify the equation. So 4x plus 8x is 12x, plus 5x gives me 13x. And then I didn't have a constant on this one. 7 plus 3 gives me 10. That's not right. I lost the 4. This is... I did that wrong, didn't I? Hold on. 7. Okay, this is 17. So 17x plus 10 equals 180 degrees, because 4 plus 8 plus 5 is 17. So minus 10 from each side. 17x equals 170 divided by 17. X equals 10. So now I solved for x. X might not be what the question is, though. Usually we want to know what the measure of one of the angles is, so you have to plug it back in. So for this one, this angle is 40 degrees. $50 plus 3 is 53. And I lost my degree sign on this one. So the measures of the actual angles are after you plug x back in. So this angle here, the green angle, is 87 degrees. This one's 53 degrees. This one's 40 degrees. And if you add those together, you should get 180 degrees. So 87 plus 53 is 140, plus 40 gives me 180. So that is how the triangle angle sum theorem works.